Hey guys, welcome back to our F1 2010 career mode. Today we have round 9, I think, or round 8 of season 2. And we head back to the Valencia street circuit for the European Grand Prix. Our point scoring streak is still intact. And last time out, in Canada, only 7 cars finished. It was a very weird race. Not much happened in terms of action for me, but the AI must have had one hell of a race. If only 7 drivers actually reached a checkered flag. We finished in 6th place, and Robert Kubica glitched his way to a Grand Prix victory. Let's see what happens at Valencia. Just before we get into this one, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Let's jump into the European Grand Prix. So it's really close between the 2 Red Bulls at the top of the table. Webber 1 point ahead of Vettel. Vettel, I believe, would have been ahead. He retired late on in Canada. So Webber back in the lead of the championship. Felipe Massa in 3rd. James Early consistently scoring points. We're in 4th place. There was a few drivers last time out who I think scored the first points of the season. Jarno Trulli, I know, finished 7th. A really good result for him. And Lucas de Grassi scored points. So there's only 4 drivers yet to score points this season. Onto the constructors, it's Red Bull leading the way ahead of Ferrari. McLaren and Mercedes pretty close now for 3rd. And Force India, we've slightly slipped back to 5th place. Let's get into qualifying for the European Grand Prix. Objectives today: 4th in qualifying, 3rd in the race. Here we are in qualifying 1. Prime tyres on the car, no risk of rain, very nice and sunny. That's what you come to expect in Spain, in Valencia. So let's get on the track and get a lap on the board. So first lap on the board, we made that mistake, but it's 8 seconds slower than Alonso. That seems very, very slow. Hulkenberg, mate. What are you doing? Hulkenberg, dude, I'm on a lap here, mate. Well, that second lap, not much better, honestly. We're going to have to do something special to get out of even Q1 here.
We're up to 20th.
That's a much better lap, and it should be enough to get me through to Q2. Across the line we go to 12th place. I hope it's enough. We are 12th place. Suttle in 9th. Just the usuals getting knocked out. Barrichello and Hulkenberg, both Williams out. It means Bruno Senna actually got through. So no Spanish drivers knocked out in Q1. De La Rosa, Alguersuari, and of course Alonso getting through. Q2, still beautiful weather, this time option tyres. Down towards the line. Will it be enough to see me through to Q3? 10th place right now, we're going to have to go again. Right, that's my final lap in the session as the checkered flag has fallen across the line. Is it enough to go through? Just good enough. I think our first lap would have been good enough by 5 1,000ths. But we march on. We've out-qualified my teammate Adrian Suttle. Those are the other drivers knocked out as well. 2 Spaniards down. 1 still remains. Fernando Alonso. Q3 time. Rounding the final corner down towards the line. It was a real clean lap. But is it good enough for a top 4? I don't think so. 7th place right now. Maybe I'd do 1 more lap. That's my final lap in the session. It was a good improvement. A tidy improvement. Good enough for 4th? 5th place. We just miss out on the objective by less than 1/10 of a second. It's Webber on pole from Alonso. Schumacher up in 3rd. He claimed his final podium position in Formula 1 at this very circuit in 2012. Vettel in 4th. Okay, 57 laps at Valencia, which is a very long race. No rain in the air, as you can see outside the window. It's nice and blue skies. Well, actually, there are a bit of clouds, but 1-stop strategy. Starting on the options we used in Q3, going to lap 18 for the primes. My teammate's starting outside the points. I'm starting in the points. Can we keep this scoring streak going? The European Grand Prix is next. Okay, early starting 5th on the grid. Suttle down in 11th. What can we expect from the start of this one? Can we expect the AI to be rubber banding all over the place in terms of their pace? We'll find out. 57 laps of the Valencia street circuit lie ahead of us. And we are underway here for the European Grand Prix. Season 2 of our F1 2010 career mode. There's a car on the inside. I think it's Felipe Massa. This first right-hander was a flat corner. Going into a heavy braking zone. And it's Mark Webber leading the way from Fernando Alonso. Schumacher holding on to 3rd for now. Sebastian Vettel in the Red Bull in 4th place. He'll be gunning for that podium place. He needs to chase his teammate Mark Webber down. They're so close to each other in the championship battle. It's got to be between the 2 Red Bulls for this year's championship, just like it was between a Red Bull in season 1. Mark Webber, of course, our reigning world champion here. How bad will the rubber banding be today? 1 lap down though. First impressions, I'm not getting dropped by Vettel or Schumacher just yet. Oh, that's late on the brakes. Oh, there's a yellow. something maybe behind me. Green's flying again. And there's Button side by side with me. And McLaren just challenging me briefly for 5th place. How do I look behind? There we go. Button is in 6th place. I think my teammate is actually in 9th place. So both Force India's in the points right now. And we're going straight off the track. Again. And this time Button does actually pull ahead slightly. It's the same corner again. But already 6.5 seconds behind Vettel. And it's yellow out again. And they have crashed. Who's that? It's Vettel into the wall. Oh dear, and Button's crashed into him as well. We saw a few incidents there. Season 1. And it's already happened in Season 2. So if anything's happening... Oh, I almost spun it. And Senna has overtaken me for 4th place in this race. Bruno Senna in the HRT is up into 4th. Have to fight it back here. To the inside we go. I've run wide and Senna, a beautiful switchback, but he's not going to be able to hold that place. Back through I go. We have made a decent start to this race, yeah. But the rubber banding is, of course, in full effect. We are already, what, 17 seconds? 16 seconds behind the lead. It's an early train. It's an early train, including Bruno Senna. Because I am slower than a HRT. Final corner. No chance, Hamilton. Absolutely no chance. He's getting the power down, though. He's pulling side by side. And ahead is Hamilton. Versus early into the braking zone. He brakes later. Early does. Oh my gosh, that was close to the wall. Holding on to the position though. Was it Hamilton going to my inside? He actually is going to my inside. And under braking we go. And I'm going to do the Maldonado and hold it around the outside. You have to give me the space. Oh, he's already got the position. Hamilton actually pulls off a successful move at that corner. Hamilton's pulled away 11 seconds in 2.5 laps. Oh, Suttle's got past... No, he hasn't. Suttle's into the pits. Okay. The Senna is still behind me. All 4 tyres looking pretty worn. My grandma always says gay, but she means it happy, you know. She'll say, oh, it's a gay day today. Okay, lap 18, we're boxing this lap. Boxing at the end of this lap. 44 seconds behind race leader Webber. Right, we'll bring the car into the pits here. Don't know what we're fighting for in this race. I'm hoping we're fighting for a top 5 in this race. What the? Senna's just took the speed of light around the final corner to hold on to that place. And take the place from me, actually. I lost out to Kubica and Massa. How is that even allowed? That should be illegal. Right, we're being serviced. And I think... Oh, we're ahead of... No, we're behind Kubica. 6.2 seconds. We've lost out so much from that. We've rejoined in 9th place. No, 10th place. 11th place. 10th place. Still in the points. Never mind, 11th place. Make your mind up. Oh, Kobayashi almost hitting Trulli. So, Kamui into the pits. That puts me back up into the top 10. Oh, there's carbon fibre on the floor. Somebody's lost the wing. And now there's a train in front. This is good for me, bad for whoever it was. It kind of looked like a Force India wing. No, it's Felipe Massa. Felipe Massa. We'll have to go straight back into the pits. See if we can get past Trulli. Up the inside. We're 3 wide briefly there. We're still 3 wide. And we're ahead. Yellow. Yellow. And it's the 2 Renaults getting involved. 2 Renaults off. Petrov spinning. Kubica facing the right way. Maybe involved with the incident. And we're up to 6th place. Am I losing 2 seconds a lap to Della Rosa? Oh, we're in 5th. I think Della Rosa's out of the race. I think Della Rosa has retired. He's just disappeared off the relative in the top left. And we're up to 5th. 47 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton. Oh. I do apologise, Robert. I am so sorry, Robert Kubica. But why in the world was he trying up the inside there? Jarno Trulli in 6th place. So we have about 25 laps left in this race. And the gap to Mark Webber is still coming down, I think. Well, it's sort of stationary at 1 minute right now. But hopefully it will continue to fall. But failing that, we're on for a 5th place finish. It's not been the most exciting of races, just like Canada. But it would still be a solid points result. Okay, Suttle into the points now. We're still 5th. 15 laps to go. Gap has sort of stagnated to Webber. So we might just have to hunker on down in this 5th place. I don't want to jinx anything, but we've not retired since Monza last year. We only had 2 retirements in the first season. One was my fault, one was not my fault. But 50% is demotivating for me. I get motivated by 100%. Not because it's exciting, just because it's like those people that get up at 5 AM to go run because they know nobody else is out there doing it. You know, they're doing that. 100% races on this game can be very boring, but I know anybody else creating content for F1 2010 most likely are not running 100% races. And if they are, they're not doing one a day. So I've got the edge. I've got the upper edge. It's more motivating. Hamilton now only 8 seconds behind Webber. So the gap's coming down between the top 4. Interesting. Down to 48 to Webber. I think we gained 3 seconds on that lap. Right, gap now under 45 seconds. Still coming down, just not enough. I think we're just going to have to settle for 5th place, which will be our first top 5, I think, since we won in Spain. I think since then we had a 9th place in Monaco, 7th place in... Oh, where was it? We went somewhere and got 7th. Turkey? Oh, there's a wing on the floor there. Whose is that? Oh, there's a caution. There's a yellow. There's a yellow. There's a stopped car and it's Trulli. Jarno Trulli. Last lap of the race then. Mark Webber, it seems he's going to romp on to victory and extend his championship lead. But as we round the final corner for the final time, down towards the line, it's 5th place for James Early and Force India. Another solid result to add to my championship points. Webber, Alonso, Schumacher, the top 3. Lewis Hamilton in 4th place, followed by Early. Sebastian Buemi up in 6th. Adrian Sutil, a late resurgence through the field, sees him in 7th place by the end. Bruno Senna in the HRT gets 2 points, ahead of his compatriot Rubens Barrichello, and ahead of another compatriot, Lucas de Grassi. It's 3 Brazilians in a row there. I think we did have a fair few DNFs, including Button and Sebastian Vettel. Both Renaults out. Like they always retire for some reason. And it means Mark Webber's lead is 26 points early up to 3rd. So he's ahead of Felipe Massa now. Alonso hot on his heels though. But James Early 3rd place in a best of the rest Force India. It's looking pretty good. And was that really their first points? It was. Bruno Senna 2 points in 20th place. Red Bull, they're running away with it right now. Force India still 5th place. So we're still in the battle for 3rd, I think. Lotus loved me so much, it's kind of just messed up the circle. Thank you for watching, everybody. It's been another fantastic result, but yet again, not the most exciting race, but we're still grinding out those results. And hopefully soon in one of these races, or race weekends, we'll actually get an offer from some of the top teams, as we're really going to try and gun for that championship in the 3rd season. If you enjoyed that one, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.